All right, let's get right into it. This is the big question, isn't it? The one that probably keeps a lot of people up at night, especially when you start hitting your 40s. Is it really too late to build some serious wealth? Did you miss the boat? Well, today, we're going to tear that question apart and expose a huge financial myth that might just be holding you back.
You know, this right here really says it all. This is from Patricia. She's 43, a senior director. I mean, she's successful by any measure, just got a big promotion, finally making fantastic money. But, despite all that success, she feels like a financial failure. And why? Just because she didn't start throwing money into the market back in her 20s. This feeling is so common, and it all comes from a piece of advice we really need to question.
Ah, yes, the myth. This is the idea that's been hammered into our heads forever, that the magic of compound interest only really works if you get started right out of college, and if you didn't, well, you're just playing from behind. This one belief, it's created so much guilt and paralysis for millions of people who feel like, what's the point of even starting now? But what if the whole foundation of that myth is just wrong?
To see what I mean, we've got to look at the number one piece of evidence they always use to sell this myth. You know the ones, those famous compound interest charts.
You've totally seen this chart. Every financial advisor has a version of it. You've got person A, who starts early, puts money away every month. Then you have person B, who starts a decade later. Maybe person B even invests more money overall, but somehow person A, the early bird, still wins. And look, the math isn't wrong, but I'm telling you that chart is lying to you.
So what is it? What are they hiding? Well, they're hiding a really, really unrealistic assumption. One that completely ignores how our lives, and more importantly, our incomes actually work.
Okay, so this is the dirty little secret. These charts always assume that the 25-year-old and the 45-year-old are investing the exact same chunk of money every single month. But come on, that's not the real world, is it? Who do you know in their 20s who can invest the same as someone in their peak earning years? It's not about discipline, it's about simple math.
And this right here, this is why that assumption is just so wrong. Look at this data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The median income nearly doubles from your early 20s to your 40s. A 20-something is usually just trying to keep their head above water. Student loans, entry-level job. But a 40-something, they've usually got a much bigger gap between what they make and what they spend. And that gap, that's where the real magic happens.
So this income gap, it shows us a totally different way to think about building wealth. It's not just about how long your timeline is. It's about your intensity.
This is it. This is the secret weapon for anyone who thinks they're starting late. It's called contribution intensity. Think of it as the raw horsepower of your savings. A 25-year-old might be struggling to scrape together a couple $100 a month, but someone in their 40s, they can often put away $1,000, $1,500, maybe even more. And that power, it completely changes the game.
So let's see how this actually works. Let's call our first person Early Emma. She does everything right. Starts at 25, invests a pretty realistic $200 a month. By the time she's 65, she's got a nice portfolio, over $500,000. Now let's look at late start Linda. She doesn't even begin until she's 40, a full 15 years later. But her contribution intensity is way higher. She's putting in $1,500 a month. By 65, Linda has over $1.1 million, more than double what Emma has.
I mean, look at that. Just look at that difference. Linda started 15 years later. She invested for 15 times fewer years, but she still ended up with over $600,000 more than Emma. Her intensity didn't just help her catch up, it blew right past the early starter. This isn't some fantasy scenario. This is just math based on how real life works.
The biggest damage from this whole start early or you failed myth is actually psychological. It creates this thing that psychologists call learned helplessness. When you're told over and over again that you've already missed your chance, you start to believe it. You think your actions don't matter anymore, so you just don't act. You stop trying because you're convinced there's no point. When the truth is, you're sitting on a massive opportunity.
So let's completely reframe this. Your 40s and 50s are not the years of regret. For most people, they are the most powerful, most potent wealth-building years of your entire life.
I mean, just think about how life works, right? Your 20s, you're learning, you're probably racking up some debt, savings are low. Your 30s, that's often peak spending. You've got the house, the kids, lifestyle inflation. But your 40s and 50s, that's the sweet spot. Your income is hitting its peak, but those big life expenses are starting to level off. For the first time, you have real breathing room. And that margin is where wealth is built.
And hey, don't just take my word for it.
The data totally backs this up. Fidelity did a study and found that the average 401k balance grows the fastest, not in the early years, but between ages 40 and 55. And what's driving that insane growth? It's not some crazy market return. It's high contribution levels. People are finally able to save aggressively, and it really, really shows.
Okay, so if you're listening to this and nodding along, what do you do now? Understanding all this is one thing, but taking action is what really matters. So here's the playbook.
First things first, stop the guilt. Right now. Your most powerful years are happening right now. Second, get aggressive with that contribution intensity. This is your superpower, so use it. Max out those retirement accounts. Third, optimize your spending. You've got life experience now. Use that wisdom to make the gap between what you earn and what you spend as wide as possible. And finally, don't get scared and get too conservative too early. At 45, you still have a 20-plus year runway. You need that growth.
And if you're still thinking, yeah, but it's still too late for me, let me just leave you with this. Imagine someone starting at age 50 with zero, nothing. By using catch-up contributions, which are literally designed for people who start late, and investing aggressively for just 17 years, they could retire with almost $1.2 million. From zero at 50 to a millionaire. That's the power of intensity.
So the real question isn't, is it too late? The past is the past. You can't change it. The real question is this. You are standing right in the middle of your most powerful wealth-building years right now. So what are you going to do with them?